Okay, thanks for joining me. My name is Jennifer Kuhlman, and I had this inspiration to do a 7-minute stretch using some of the yoga and some of the practices. I think a lot of us can either have so much free time, and then there's some of us that are like having to be on computers that much more. So I designed this 7-minute stretch so that if you were on a computer, you could just start to get up, stretch, reset the spine, maybe be inspired, go for a walk, move a little bit. So I have a little bit of music just to get some movement, inspiration going. We'll see how it sounds here. So we're gonna come off of our chairs if you've been sitting for a while, and we're gonna decompress the spine. We're gonna just even stand here, both feet on the floor. I'm just gonna bend the knees and march in place. It's more of a pedal the feet, move side to side. You can take arms out, palms up. Start to find your breath. You can move the head and neck side to side. So we're mostly going to use that chair that you were standing in. I either have a stool that's pretty high at a counter or the back of the chair. So you're going to take the hands to the back of the stool or the chair, and again, I'm going to be bent over just a little bit and pedal the feet. So lift a heel, move through the spine. It's almost a cat and cow, but you're thinking it more from the bending the knees. A couple more. We're going to move. It's almost like you can move side to side with the hips. We're going to go ahead and now take the feet flat and cat and cow the spine. Now my hands are either on the back of that chair or the stool. Cat and cow the spine. So you flex the spine, draw the heart in, see if you can time the breath. Flex back, breathe out. Look up, open the heart, breathe in. A couple more times. Very simple but very effective spinal work to decompress after you've been sitting at the computer. Maybe you had to do a Zoom meeting. We're going to go into a body wave. So I'm going to keep my feet there, keep my arms there. I'm pressing down, have a slight bend in the spine. I'm going to go ahead and move my head and neck like as if I were going to snake it through that space. And it's just about creating a snake-like motion with the spine. You can articulate, look up, flex back, a little more exaggerated motion. Let's take a couple more. We're gonna come back to center, place the feet down, Tadasana. So just stand there, feel your feet touch the earth, stack the spine. I've got arms out to my side, Tadasana or mountain pose. And now I just want to take 6 deep breaths. You may have been breathing differently because you were working, focusing. We're going to bring the breaths into the body. So one hand at heart center, one hand at the low belly. 6 deep rounds of breath. Exaggerate it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. We do one more. Inhale, exhale. So hopefully breathing more with the full body. Now we're going to do some deep plie squats. So we're going to stay right in back of that chair, stool. I'm going to take my feet out like a little plie, turn the toes out. And sometimes I call this in Kundalini yoga, they call it frog pose. So you just drop down, bend the knees, and it can be pretty aggressive, like drop down, drop back up, drop down, drop back up. So I hiked yesterday, so my quads are pretty tight. So I'm gonna come down, plie, rise back up. Big inhale, big exhale. Lower down, come back up. You could do this in one motion if you want to challenge balance. Don't have to hang onto the back of the chair. You could hang on the back of the chair. Lower down, rise back up. Lower down, rise back up. Okay. Usually about 5 of those. Now we're gonna do, this is probably one of the most important ones we can get to, and open up the quad, open up the hip flexor. I'm gonna take my hand, balance off the back of the chair or counter. I'm gonna, like dancer pose, I'm gonna take my left hand, reach for my left ankle, left top of the foot. I'm gonna push, so I'm holding that quad open and long. I'm gonna take, you can have one hand at heart center and balance. You wanna do about 20 to 30 breaths. Well, it's more like 20 to 30 counts. Probably about 10 to 15 breaths. We'll go ahead and take that other side. You can think of it in terms of dancer too, if you feel like you've got enough balance and you're open enough. Again, I'm pretty tight today. So I'm just gonna keep my knees together. I just changed legs, brought that right hand on top of that right foot. So it's, in track and field, we used to call these butt kickers. So your heel is coming to your hamstring is curled up, my heel is coming to my butt, and I'm holding it on with my hand so I can open up this quad. Again, 20 to 30 counts on each side. And then we'll go ahead and drop that down. Just a couple last postures. I'm gonna take feet hip width apart, open the heart, open the hands. I've been calling this the sound of music posture. Just move side to side, open up the heart. You can teeter totter. You can spin around if that feels good for you. Take a couple more breaths here. Okay, and one last posture. I'm gonna go ahead and take my feet wide, wide, wide. It's a wide-legged forward fold. You might need to have a yoga mat if you feel more comfortable. I don't have one. I'm gonna just take my hands off the edge of the chair, walk my feet back about 2.5, 3 feet, long spine, reach my arms out, push back with my hips, wide-legged. Sometimes they call it staff pose, wide-legged staff pose. So right there, about 7 minutes. I'm just gonna move side to side, big inhale, big exhale. Go ahead and walk it in. Hands can come to heart center. We move the spine, move the breath, move some of the key parts of the body that get locked up when we sit for a long time. So you want to open up the heart, open up the shoulders. You want to open up the hip flexors, the quads, and get back to a regular long inhale, long exhale. Thank you for joining me. I hope this helps you with any long work sessions that you have happening, and take walking breaks after this, take a dance break after this. Maybe not sit down right away so that you decompress the spine. Hopefully you're staying safe and healthy. Have a great, there goes the cat. Have a great rest of your, your quarantine. Make sure you have a lot of self-care. Namaste.